and my name is Starr, and our project is the Human Detection Robot. So before we begin, we would like to provide some background information on the purpose of our project. So one of the greatest issues of modern warfare today is that there's a large number of war casualties that are civilian deaths because they take place in a lot of heavily occupied civilian areas. So for example, in Afghanistan, since 2014, 20,000 civilian deaths have occurred, with an even larger number, 50,000, occurring in Pakistan. And overall, 50% of all war casualties are civilian deaths. So the purpose of this project is to create a robot that is able to detect human forms. And similar to what the previous group was talking about, we've connected the Arduino, MIT App Inventor, and the Scribbler to be able to control the Scribbler through the phone. But we also use the camera on the Scribbler to be able to take and process images to detect human forms in the photos. So here are the photos of our project. This is the Scribbler with the Arduino attached on top of it, and that is the phone interface.
So our project begins with the mobile phone application. So once the picture button is pressed, the Scribbler will then, of course, take a picture. The program will then find the red, green, and blue values of each pixel. And if the values fall within a certain range, the pixel will turn black, and the rest of the pixels will turn white. So the pixels that turn black are the pixels of the object. In order for the Scribbler to identify the object as human, we developed an algorithm. So the algorithm checks each pixel first vertically and then horizontally. And it finds the average number of black pixels per line. So with that information, we developed a ratio of width over height. But of course, we know that not all humans are the same size. Some are taller, some are shorter, and some are wider. So taking that into account, we've created a range of ratios. So if the object of the picture is within that range of ratios, the Scribbler will identify that as human. And so this is an image of the original image turned to black and white.
Here's the demo of our project. So here you can see that when you press the button, it turns on the LED, and then it goes a certain direction based on what LEDs light up. It's going to take a picture, and since it's a human, it turns black and white, and it beeps once since the human is detected. And this is a tree, so it beeps twice. So what are the applications of this project? Well, as we mentioned before, the large number of civilian deaths out of the total number of war casualties makes this very useful in the military setting to detect humans before the military actually launches its attacks. Furthermore, it can be used in the disaster setting where if a victim is located under rubble, the robot can be maneuvered into those tight spaces, look for the victim, and alert medical personnel for them to rescue them. And it also can be used for MIA soldiers or missing in action, so that when a soldier is lost in the chaos of war, the robot can go and look for them and alert people to come and rescue them.
So for future improvements, the first thing we like to do is allow the Scribbler to detect humans in all positions, because right now it can only detect humans while they're standing up. Next, we'd like to move the platform of the image processing technology. So, for example, we could attach it to, say, a weapon, so that the technology can check for human life before activating. And finally, we'd like to add more object identification. So right now, the Scribbler can only detect whether the object is human or not human. But we like to know if the object isn't human, then what is it?
Okay, so of course one of the flaws of this technology is that what if the robot detects something as not human when it's actually human? Because it goes into the debate of whether a computer can actually make the moralistic decision of determining where to attack, right? So in order to perfect this technology, we have to make the image processing 100% accurate in detecting whether something is human or not, because we don't want the war casualties to increase due to the miscalculation. But if that is achieved, the technology can provide significant improvement in the military setting.
Thank you to our professors, our teacher fellow, and our TAs.
Okay. so if you didn't get the way that sort of the technology works that they developed is they're looking at the width versus the height of the object in order to